in the Twitch live chat, but I'll take care of that in just a little bit. We'll get that going for you guys. But as a whole, I think what we're seeing is a complete fundamental shift in the government's approach to cryptocurrency in a positive direction. Now, you might ask, how are we going to know which cryptocurrencies will be exempt from capital gains tax? And that's going to be really up in the air still as of right now. CoinGecko, like mentioned, has started putting together a list. I assume there will be, some sort of consultation between platforms like CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, of course, Coinbase, themselves, Crypto.com, who will help vet all of that out because that's going to be essential. But we do have kind of a working list going on already. And let me see if I can pull this chat down for you guys and fix that. Where's properties for this? There we go. I'm gonna just not show all messages. Close that out. That way we can keep it a little clean for you guys there. All right, so here is the list so far. Everybody should be able to see it at this point, but we can sort this list. This is top cryptocurrencies made in the USA right now, and it looks like we can kind of go through the list and take a look at, sort it however we want. 7-day, 24-hour pumps, 1-hour pumps, that sort of thing. And price even. And there's a lot of good stuff on here, but there's also a lot of stuff that's not so good. So don't just assume that because it's on this list, it's something you should invest into necessarily. And from my perspective as a cryptocurrency miner, I'm looking for proof of work projects. One of the first ones here that we see is going to be Radiant. So Radiant has the potential to essentially not have any capital gains tax, which is huge, especially with the GPU mintable token system that they're starting, which means you have some sort of intrinsic value based off of the energy used to mint that particular token, which means you have a very high upside on that. I'm happy to see that here. And then if we go through the rest of the list, there's going to be obviously Ripple, Solana. And if you thought that, Ethereum was already in trouble, I think this spells even more trouble for Ethereum with Solana being able to flip Ethereum here in the near future. I think that might happen this bull run. Just in general, the platform has so many more people investing in it as well. Now, there are layer 2 things, on Ethereum that could help out. For example, Optimism, which has been really big and powering a lot of different DeFi platforms, including I think the most recent one was Ink that I've been looking at, and that's all built off of the Ethereum layer 1 blockchain. Theta Network is on here, which is a gaming network and live streaming service. I used to mess with this. I need to hop back into it and see where they're at for the year. I've been catching up a lot. I stayed up till 3 a.m. researching a lot more projects so I can get back caught up to date. Obviously, Theta Fuel is a part of that. Another proof of work project, now ASIC once again, like Radiant, is going to be Dash. So you want to take a look and put that on your proof of work list as well. Dash is a kind of a hybrid coin masternode proof of work on the X11 algorithm. And so if you're looking for something along those lines, it's there. You also have Sia Coin, which is another proof of work cryptocurrency. It'll be interesting how this one is approached in particular, because it is a smaller cap, but you can mine this one with the which ones are those? Those also the HNS. The HNS ASICs can be utilized on Sia Coin or on, of course, HNS. And then the first one that is GPU mineable and ASIC resistant is going to be Raven Coin. So if you're a GPU miner right now, there are rumors that Bitmain was looking to build an ASIC for Raven Coin. That's all still up in the air. I don't think anything will come to fruition with that. I could be completely wrong, but this is a big deal as far as Ravencoin is going to be a fair launch cryptocurrency. So you don't have a bunch of insiders, you don't have VCs, nothing like that. It's been around since 2017. It originally was on an X16R algorithm, which combined a rotating 16 algorithms to prevent ASICs to mine on it. Once that was kind of unviable and ASICs were able to crack that, they did move over to ProgPow, and that's progressive proof of work. And that's what powers a majority of current GPU mineable cryptocurrencies. And so this one's going to be one that I am very hot on looking at personally, because it hits all of the fundamentals within cryptocurrency, is GPU mineable, and of course is going to potentially be on the tax exempt list for capital gains. Chia is here. Now, as far as Chia goes, you are going to have VCs involved. You do have a foundation involved similar to Ethereum. Those are some of the downsides, but it is a very low power option. You basically run a bunch of bingo cards on your hard drives, and if you win the bingo card, you get a payout and you solve a block. Next is going to be Kadena, which is going to be an ASIC mineable cryptocurrency. And in this particular case, they do have their own algorithm. I don't believe that, I think it's Blake 3 or Blake 2 Kadena. Is that right? Blake 2S Kadena. I might have to go look that up again. But this is very bullish for Kadena as well, and for proof of work in general, because this is what we're looking for as miners. This removal of this tax is going to relieve a huge burden for cryptocurrency miners in the US, because as it works right now, if you mine cryptocurrency, you pay an income tax on the day you mined it, which is going to be within, of course, whatever your tax bracket is. And then you also have a capital gains tax to worry about when you sell it on top of that. And that makes it very, very difficult to remain profitable when you're already getting hit with high energy costs, which hopefully is also going to get solved in the next few years as well. But we'll have to sit by and wait and see what policies are going to be launched to actually take care of that. Decred is on the list, but they have recently, I believe, pretty much made any of the ASIC mining or any of the mining in general kind of unviable. I believe they moved actually to a GPU algorithm and an ASIC resistant algorithm. And then they basically removed all of the rewards as it were for those in general. I think it's something ridiculously small, like 1% goes to proof of work and the rest goes to nodes. I wouldn't be too hot on this one in particular. A big one that I think a lot of people are excited about is Flux. Now, Flux has been originally ZIL Core or ZIL Hash, right? And then it was it changed into Flux. There are VCs involved, so take that for what you will. You're basically investing in a company, in my humble opinion at this point, with something like Flux. But this is great news for the Flux team. They have a fantastic suite with a lot of integration with other blockchains through the ZIL Core wallet. Mining it, you can get your parallel assets. Parallel assets, as far as capital gains tax, will be an interesting one to see how they enforce that, etc. I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a second. Verge, which was a big cryptocurrency that I believe is Script. It was very popular with John McAfee back in the day in the 2017 bull run, and seeing that on the list is a nice one to see popping up as far as that goes for proof of work. And if we go down a little bit more, a lot of these obviously are going to be some tokens, so on and so forth. But I think that covers all of the proof of work projects currently on the, estimated top made in the USA coins by market cap that should be, in theory, exempt if this policy goes through for capital gains tax in the United States. Big news here across the board. Keep an eye on this particular page, which is going to be the Made in the USA category. It'll be linked down in the description for everyone later on. I want to welcome Pure Cane Shot. Thanks for hopping in. It's good to see you here. there we go. The multi-stream will work. I'm really excited. I think like we've just had bullish news after bullish news coming out for cryptocurrency. In general, proof of work's looking very good. And I hope that everybody is, you know, excited to start the next bull run. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.